what again? Hang on. The date. I meant to find out the date. Hang on. I have no idea. I am stumped as what today's date is. I am stumped. Have I got anything here to show me what date it is? I got nothing. It's Saturday. It's a week later from last week. I got myself a cuppa. It's a bit nippy. I got my winter nightie on, although it's not a winter nightie. Nice and not. Why I'm saying the cuppa is I went shopping yesterday, and there's always one biscuit that I've always loved, but I haven't brought them in a long time because they were too hard, and the only way to eat them was, my glasses are dirty, was to actually dunk them in your cuppa. So yesterday I was shopping at Coles, and one thing, I don't like the Coles store here in Grafton. It just doesn't have, for me, it doesn't have a good feel about it. Maybe because the aisles, actually, they're cut in two. They're not like one continuous aisle, they're halfway, and it just doesn't sit right with me. But I went there because they had some good specials. I was going to use my flyby points. Then I realised I was getting more than I was actually getting, so that's okay. But as I said, they had biscuits on special. I always get a couple of packets of Nice. I think they're pronounced Nice, N-I-C-E, Nice, nice. Well, they're nice biscuits anyway. And next door to the Nice, these biscuits were my best biscuits I have loved in the past. I have always loved these biscuits. So I thought they were on special, back on special for $1.80. So I got 2 Nice and another packet of these, and I wish I actually got 2 packets of these, and they are called ginger nuts. In Australia, they are biscuits, or bickies as we like to call them. They're smaller than the last one I had. I can't believe how tiny they are. As the Arnott's biscuits have changed their biscuits. These are smaller. The Nice are the same. The Arrowhead biscuits seem to be a bit thinner, smaller. And it's just, but they're all the same price. Well, they're probably dearer now. But these are I thought I'll get these. If they're too hard, I'll dunk them. So when I got home yesterday, I had a cuppa, and I had one, and I realised they've changed the recipe again. Because, as I said before, they were hard, and I only could dunk them. I hate hard biscuits where you always got to dunk them, but I do like dunking my biscuits. But then again, I also like just eating them by themselves. Had a snack, like when I go to bed, sometimes I feel like something to eat before I go to sleep, so I grab a couple of Vickies. And this is what I could do. That will fit in my mouth, just that one by itself. I can't believe how different they are, smaller. I think they're 250 grams in a packet. They cost me $1.80. Usually they're over $2. I should have got 2. But I'm going shopping again on Tuesday. Tuesday will be payday, so I'll get another packet. We've still got rain hanging. Oh, when I woke this morning, the sun was out. I thought, great, beautiful sun. I can open up the doors and the windows to let some air in, you know. But then the clouds come over. So, ginger nuts. They are absolutely amazing. They're good for dunking. They are really nice. Oh, I'm going back to ginger nuts now, girls. Definitely ginger nuts. Oh, I love my ginger. I haven't got Archie out today. I'm thinking of Archie. of course, the man of the house, the only man that will be ever in my house, I got him a new toy. As you know from last week, I got this bassinet, cane bassinet from the 50s, 60s. So I ordered the mattress, and I got another few things I wanted. I wanted a cutlery tray to put in my drawer to put my cutlery in. Everything since then, I just had to chuck everything in the drawer and look so untidy. So I got the cutlery drawer, great, cutlery looked good. What else did I get? I actually needed some toothpaste, and I thought I might do a big shop at Big W and get it delivered, instead of just getting a couple of things I wanted. So I needed some more toothbrushes, some toothpaste. I got a bag of jelly beans, which I actually haven't bought lollies in a long time. What else did I get? I got a few things. Got to have a cuppa. And because I'm on a budgie group on Facebook, it's an Aussie budgie group, this one lady, she showed this toy that she actually got from Kmart, I think. And of course, we don't have Kmart here in Grafton. The closest Kmart is Coffs Harbour, which is just not quite an hour away. So I looked, I thought, what is it called? So I went on to Big W and I just searched for beads. And I found it. That, although it is the baby's toy, mini bead made for 12 months plus, perfect for little hands, dexterity. So this is, Archie will be getting this. I'm hoping that he'll actually get to play with it. And it's just something that he can play with, a different toy on top of his cage. That cost me $6. As you know, the prices, as you know, I'm Australian, so these prices are Australian. So if you've got a budgie wherever you are in the world, it's a perfect size for a budgie. I got out the measures. Will it be big enough or too big? But, you know, budgies are only tiny. So that's his new toy I got. And I haven't actually put it to, I've still got the tag on, as you can see. And yeah. I'm slowly getting back into watching videos. I was in bed last night and they're different sizes. And I was watching Little Wattle Nursery. She's an Aussie. So if you're not subscribed to, I can't remember her name. It's a mum and a daughter. And I've had tummy troubles the last couple of days. What's today? Day's Saturday. Wednesday I had a bad day. I'm messaging Jackie, and of course she always ignores my messages. I know she's been on Instagram because I get notification that she's posted something. And I think February, she hadn't replied since February. I think it was last week. I asked her how my baby was going. I waited and I got no reply, so I said, actions speak louder than words, which means I'm not ignoring you, blah, blah, blah. And that's what I mean, actions speak louder than words. She goes on to Instagram, posting things and everything. She's got time to do that, but she doesn't actually see that she's got messages. Or maybe she knows it from me. I don't know. But I don't know what's going on in her mind. But it's like, it is annoying me. You message, and when you don't get a reply, especially when they say they're not ignoring you, it's just crazy. Even if she acknowledged that she just seen the message, didn't have to reply to it, just acknowledged that she actually seen the message and she read the message. So when she actually did reply when asked her, it's crazy. When I say that, that like actions speak louder than words, once before I said while back, said, "Are you ignoring me?" That is when she actually replies. She said the reason why she hasn't been doing anything because she's got what paperwork she's still got to do for this lawsuit. But then I said she has time to go onto Instagram to post stuff. She's not committed. I don't know. When you've got I think I'm trying to think how it must be 3 years. I know, because it was 2017 when I moved to Phillip Street, and that's when I really got into collecting reborns. So I was there maybe 3 years. I have no idea. So I don't know when I'm going to get this baby. The last I heard before this was she's actually going to start. She just put in more paperwork for the lawsuit. She's going to get into doing my baby's hair, and of course I wanted to know how things were going. No reply. I don't know. It's a crazy world. I have got a lot of mugs, and once I get my place organised, I can do a tour of my house. I can actually show you my pantry. It's just a big cupboard. It's got 2 shelves up the top, and down the bottom there's another 2 shelves. And I can have all my mugs in the one place, and that's when I realised how many mugs I have got. I mean, I've got mugs. This is a mug from the Big Pineapple. The Big Pineapple was a tourist attraction up on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. I went there, I'm trying to figure out, when did I last go there? Was it when I went up there for my, no, it couldn't have been for must be for one of my birthdays. Must have went up there for some reason. I can't remember. I know I went up there for my 60th, which was just after I moved to Phillip Street. I don't know how long, I thought, because I know then I actually had, one of my Lizzie, I can't think it was Hannah I took, or was it Maddie? I'm not quite sure. I went up there, and the Big Pineapple, I'll tell you, the Big Pineapple used to be a big tourist attraction on the Sunshine Coast. The Big Pineapple, you can actually go up, you used to be able to go up there. They had this big coffee shop. You go in there, you get all the yummies. They had a train ride going through the plantation. As you know, the Big Pineapple is where there's a pineapple plantation where they grow the pineapples and that. But up there, when I went there, all they had was the souvenir shop, and that's where I got my big pineapple mug. I've got a mug of Coffs Harbour, which that cost me $1.50. I don't know what this cost me. No, it hasn't got the price on it. I've got my own personal mug, which I made. I've got a mug with Archie. I've got a mug with got Tigger's first birthday. Oh, I'm going to actually have to show you all my mugs. I have got a mug. I think it's the oldest one I've got. From the early 1990s. So it must be 90, is it 30 years? Or was it 20 years? 30 years. 90, 92, 102, 12. Shit, 30 years. No, it can't be 30 years. Let me think. It can't be that long. Anyway, I was doing a course and we had to supply our own mug. And so I went to Kmart and I got this mug, and I've actually still got it. I think that is my oldest mug that I've got. I don't know how many I've got. The last mug I brought was, I think it was a Santa Claus mug. It was, I think it was just after Christmas, and I was in Coffs, and I went to the plaza, and this shop there had all these things on special sale, and I seen Christmas things. So I went in, had a look, and I got this mug, and a Santa Claus mug, and it's perfect for us left-handers. See, this is a right-handed mug where you get to see the big pineapple. This is a right-handed mug where for me, it should be the other way around. So when I've created mugs for myself, when I've gone on to Vistaprint and created my own mugs, I've actually had to make sure that I did it the right way around, so it wouldn't back the front. Like my own mug got my name on it, I had to make sure that Celys was on this side. And on the other side, I've got some balloons in the rainbow colours on that side. I had to make sure it was the right way around. Even the one I got with Archie, I had to make sure that the image was on the right side. Did you hear that? He's saying, excuse me so much lately. Good morning. You can say good morning, says excuse me. He actually makes a noise now, and he says excuse me. I'm trying to get him to say happy Easter, because that's coming up pretty shortly in April. One thing I haven't mentioned is in Australia, we are now in autumn, which, let me see, I really got to count when it starts and when it's finished. March, April, May, June, July, August. March, April, May. They're our autumn months. And I know, so just pass another video, but I've probably got new people watching. Our seasons in Australia start on the very first of the month. I know in America it's completely different. You start on halfway through the month. I'm not quite sure. Maybe someone did a video on how when it starts, but in Australia it's always the first of the month. Like March, we've got 4 seasons out of 3 months. So the 1st of March we're in autumn, so it's getting towards leading on to winter. I'm not quite sure how this place is going to go in winter, and my heater will be too small because my lounge room is a lot bigger, my main area. When I lived in Philiptreek in Coffs Harbour, my lounge room, my main area was only 15 square metres, which would be my spare bedroom. I'll have to measure that, see, because I had to measure it when I wanted to get a heater. You had to get the right size heater for the size of your room. And I was going to Kmart, and I sat outside Kmart, and I had I measured my room from the width and the length, but with my feet. Measured my feet, the inches, found the inches, and worked out how many square feet it was. It was 15 square feet. And I had to get a heater for that size room. But as I said, here the lounge room here is a lot bigger. Plus I can close off one door. Yeah, that's right. This way is out the front door. There's a door, then there's the outside door. There's no door there that closes off to the laundry and that. There's no door there. Over here, it goes through to the kitchen. There's no door going through the kitchen. So having a heater on in this house, in here, to me it seems like a house because it's big as a house. It is amazing. I'm going to have to measure each room and just see how big each room is. And excuse you, what did you do? You're so he's only talkative when I've got to have my other picky. As I said earlier, this can go into my mouth all by itself. They shrunk them. Dunking is the best thing. See, dunk. Ginger nuts. Oh. Now, really, that's not, ginger is really good for the body. That's got cold. Okay. poor baby. Here we are. As you know, this is Agnes, and she is the Cecilia sculpt by Bonnie Sieben. I remember that now because when I was watching Little Waters Nursery videos last, one of the videos was her 10 most favourite kits that she likes. Not ones that she has got, but the ones that she liked, and she explained why she liked them. I think this is one of my favourite kits, you all know, because of the name, Cecilia. And also my next, I can't say my next favourite, maybe because I got Cecilia before I got the Agnes kit. They're my most, they're the ones I will never ever get rid of. And also another one is Blessing by Marita Winters. I absolutely adore that kit. I think why I adore that kit is because of the artist did such an amazing job with that kit. I met the artist when I went to Adelaide's Reborn doll show, which must be... What did you do? Can you hear him say, excuse me? Must be coming up 3 years. It must be. I actually met the artist who created my Blessing kit. And she was selling dolls. I looked at the one, excuse me. I was looking at the doll and she come in and she said, "That's mine." I said, "What? I created that?" You said you sent me a video. Yes, because when I did the box opening for the Blessing kit, I actually sent a link to her of the box opening. And it was an emotional one because it's such a beautiful, as I said, it's one kit, one Reborn I would never, ever get rid of. It's such a beautiful kit. I had my Lilu kit for sale and that, but I decided to actually withdraw her from sale. I just took it down from Gumtree and that. Oh, excuse me. I've had my tummy problems have come back. Oh, excuse me. Got the wind. What was I saying? Had a bad, was it Wednesday night? Wednesday night, I put my evening out of whack. I have a routine that between 8 and 8:30, it depends what time the episode of Prisoner I am watching finishes. I had my shower between 8 and 8:30, around about 8ish. Then I go to bed and I read for about an hour or so. And then I get off and go to sleep. But Wednesday night, it was like, I think it was 10 o'clock before I had a shower, I got to bed, reading, and I couldn't sleep. I put my whole evening out of whack. The next day, Thursday, I was out of whack. I think it was maybe 11 o'clock, maybe 12 o'clock before I actually woke up because I like getting to bed. And just after I moved here, I had this routine of going really good. I'd make up some mornings about 8, 8:30, and it was really good. But now it's getting to the stage that I've got to get back into my routine of my sleep routine. Does anybody else have a sleep routine when they have their shower at a certain time and they put it down so you can see my... No, I love this artist. The lady who created this baby is my favourite artist, with Margaret Marsh. I think I mentioned in one other video that I've actually got, I think about 4. And yeah, and they're a newborn size. And she's such a darling. Margaret is one who actually gives bracelets on her babies, and when she asked me what I was going to name it, I didn't realise, okay, I got to see a kid, I might call her by my second name, so I called her Agnes. And lo and behold, later, that is when I found the Agnes kit, which I had to have. And I think I've said this before, I think I'm the only person in the Reborn community that actually has 2 doll kits, which are the first and second name. If anybody knows of anybody else, but I think this is it. And just finding the Cecilia kit was a fluke. I wasn't looking for it. It was a fluke because I was searching for a kit which I was going to send to, you know, Stephanie, to donate and everything. But then I found this. I said, no, I had to get this kit. It was then when I got this kit is when I actually decided to search for, see if there was an Agnes kit. And lo and behold, I found the Agnes kit. And that was done by Julia Homer, I think her name is. I think that's the one who... And the Agnes kit was actually her first Reborn. Oh, excuse me. I had a bad night last night. I got the bed routine, was okay. Got to bed, did some reading, off to sleep. Then I woke about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and go to the loo. Went to the loo. And usually at night time I get up, when I'm going back to bed, I usually grab it, have a slug of drink out of the fridge. Went to bed, lay in the bed, and I thought, oh, I'm going to fart. Then I realised it wasn't a fart. So I went to bed, went to the loo, bowels were running. And when I come back to bed, my tummy started to get the pain, like it had wind and pain, and I thought, oh my God, I hate this. It seems like it's all coming back. It's all coming back to me. That's a song by, was it Celine Dion? I'm not really a fan of hers for some reason. I don't know why. I just don't like her. But I had a late night last night. No, I didn't. I just woke up when I woke up, tummy was playing up. And I had to go a couple of times. My wind, I got this stuff I take from my wind. I took some of that, and it took me a while to get back, for the pain to ease from my tummy. And I don't know what it is. I know I went shopping yesterday. I wanted to go into Aldi because I got their paper towels last week and I liked it, so I was going to get some. Got there, they had none. So okay, so then headed on in town. I was okay, heading into Grafton, into the shopping centre, and I thought, okay, I need to go to the loo. Clenched a bit. Got to get to the loo, got to get to the loo, got to get to the loo. No. And I almost just made it. I was in the loo, you pull your pants in, sometimes you just don't make it. Well, I thought I had made it. Then I realised, no, I dirtied my pants. Lucky, I actually carry pants around me for this thing. And it does get to me when that happens. It hasn't happened for a long time. So lucky, as I said, I carried pants. So I had a bag to put my dirty pants in, and I went and did my shopping at Coles. I don't like the Coles shop here. I do not like the Coles supermarket here. It doesn't have a good feel, you know. It's a different feel to Coffs Harbour. I prefer Coffs Harbour, Coles over Tormina, over Grafton. It's just a different kind of feel about it. Woolies here is amazing. I know when I was coming out of Coles, the guy goes, oh, come through here. He was out to get the checkout. I said, no, I like self-service. I love going through self-serve shop. Oh, excuse me. I love going through the self-serve supermarkets. People say, don't do that because you're taking away jobs. Well, if people on checkouts did their job, I told the guy, because they do have a guy, someone manning the self-serve checkouts. I said, I pack better than the ones on the service desk. When I go to the self-serve, I like to pack things the way I like to pack things. The way I like to pack them. Because when yesterday I usually have this big recycle bag that's very strong, they're sturdy, they're good for heavy stuff. That I didn't think I was going to buy so much. But I always carry these other ones in my bag, always in my bag. And I like pack, I got my drink bottles. I think they're about 1.2, I don't know what size these water drinks I get. They're going together. If I've got, sometimes if they're on special, I'll buy 6, and then I've got to have 3 bags because I only put 2 in each bag, and I stack that way. I don't put them all in together. When I buy my milk, I buy long life milk. I lie them flat now. I have a way I pack my shopping, and they don't know how to pack. I don't know. Because when they pack, they always put the heavy things in together, where I like to actually even it all out. And yeah. What am I going to show you? Oh, I'll put Aggie down. Yeah. She's got a cute smile. This is the shopping bags I carry in my bag. I've got one here folded. No, I haven't got one folded. There's a one, I seen it on TikTok when I was on TikTok how to fold these up instead of just shoving them in your bag. And they fold up into a little triangle. And you fold them in 3 like this and like that. And you fold them in 3 this way. And you fold them in triangles. But I can't just do it because when I do it, I actually like to make sure there's no air in them. And I had about, I think, 3 of these in my bag. I took. So I did a good shop yesterday. I know I got things I shouldn't have got. I got a bag of chips, which I haven't had. I got some eggs. I haven't bought eggs in a long time. What else? We've got to bring this fella in. This is Teddles. I've had this Teddles for a long time. Now I'm trying to think when Christmas. I'm trying to think. Christmas 2014. It was just after Christmas 2014. I had just been to my doctor. I was living in Kingscliff with one of my sisters. And I'd been to the doctor for my monthly, I used to go every month because my anxiety would talk and get meds and all this kind of stuff. I was walking through the shopping centre and the junk shop, which I call it, cheap shop, dollars and cents, I don't know what the name is. They had all the Christmas stuff going for half price. And this fella was $3. Normally he was $6, but he was $3. And I've had him since 2014 Christmas. He's not the oldest stuffed toy I've got. I have got one that I've had for maybe about 40 years. It's a Kmart Christmas bear. And once I've got to get my home organised because I think my place is so big now, it's just finding, I know there's plenty of room to put things, wanting to put them in the right place. Like when the day I moved, the removalists, they actually put the lounge here because the TV was over there. Because that's where the PowerPoint and everything was. And I know when Tummy's playing up. I hate this. When I get the wind and the pain, and it's just I don't know what it is. And sometimes I get the wind there after I go to the toilet and have my bowel. Sometimes there's wind there. And sometimes if I drink the fizzy drink I buy, it's not actually a soft drink, fizzy drink. It's a mineral water. It's got like sparkles and everything. That actually helps release it. And for me, it's like when I get this wind in me, it's like it's through my bowels, and it, I don't know. It seems like my body's got used to being here. Now it's going back to the way it was before I left. But I'm still enjoying Grafton. I love Grafton. The landlord was here on Monday. He said, I've come to paint the ceiling. I said, mate, you can't paint it. He said, why? I said, it's leaking again. It's the ceiling above my shower. For some reason, it's leaking from the back. He was up maybe before the floods. He was here. He fixed it up. Wasn't leaking. Then I think it was the Sunday night when I went to have a shower, it was leaking again. He said, oh, so he said, what? I said, so he come in, had a look, because he knows if he's in the area, something's got to be done, he'll just come in, and if I'm here, he can do what he can. I'm okay with that. They're trying to where it's coming from. They said it could be coming from the tap somewhere else. He said, he'll come back next week and, have a good look and fix it. I said, okay. Then Thursday night, I went to the door, looked up. I don't know what it is. It's like a bluey colour. It's actually coming from somewhere. And it's really weird. I know. And so I've got someone living above me. It's really weird because I thought I had just found my toilet freshener things that I'll hook in the toilet, make the toilet look nice instead of just plain water, and helps freshen the air and everything. And I thought, it's exactly the same colour it's seeping through. I said, it doesn't go up there, does it? I thought, no, it can't, because otherwise it'd be coming out there and urine and whatever, it's say water. I thought, it's got this bluey thing coming through the ceiling, a colour. So I don't know what it is. I'm not quite sure when he's going to come and have a look at it, but it's this colour. And for some reason, I thought, it's weird that it started to come through when I actually put this deodorant in the toilet, and exactly the same colour as in the toilet, but I thought, it can't be. No, it's not. Sometimes you think it's the same colour, how's it getting up there? But the toilet water goes somewhere else, it's different to the shower, and it doesn't go upwards. It's just crazy, it's the same colour. So there's nothing I can do. He's coming back to look at it. So hopefully we'll get to the bottom of what is happening. Because this building is old. I mean, I don't know how old it is. It is old. And the walls, I can't hear it next door. Can't hear anything from next door. The walls are pretty solid. I don't know what they are. They're pretty solid. They're not thin. The walls are pretty thick, actually. If going by that door there, well, that wall, the walls are thick. Because as I said, this is an old house. I think the guy next door said there used to be a manor. It's a house and it's been divided into 4. And the landlady said once that it used to be a manor. It used to be an orange grove in the area. Well, I've Googled, and I haven't found anything on it. But because I did search for the Historical Society here, but they are temporarily closed because of COVID. I've never been worried about COVID. I've had no worries about it. A friend in Coffs, she got her daughter caught COVID, had tested, sorry, where she was, and they said, no, you don't have COVID. Sent her home. The mother got COVID. They had to isolate for seven days. Then a friend I'm in contact here in Grafton, she and her partner had COVID. She said it was shocking. She said, and she was triple vaxxed. Yes, if you've been vaccinated, you can still get COVID. You just don't get it as bad. And it's the same with all our the vaccinations we had kids. You can still get the disease, but it's just not as bad as if you hadn't been vaccinated. And you get people nowadays who, I was on the bus once in Coffs, and this lady said she's not getting vaccinated. I said, did you have your childhood vaccination? She said, yes. Well, there you are. They're just worried because this is a new vaccine coming out. How do we know what's going to happen? It's the same with when they brought the vaccines out for childhood illnesses. They had to start somewhere. And that's what I said to my doctor at the time. I said, vaccination's got to start somewhere. You know, I've had first and second, I've vaccinated. I've had triple. Triple is also, I had a booster just after I moved here. Actually, it was only a few days, not quite a week after I moved here, because I had to get a script. When I got my script filled a couple of weeks back, I was told you're out of this script. I thought, oh my God, I mean, I've got to go find a doctor. That is the worst thing about moving, is finding a doctor. That is the worst. But I went on to Facebook and asked who recommended a doctor who bulk bills, and there's one doctor they actually recommended. So, and it's funny because I've had a doctor when I was in Kingscliff a long, long time ago, who was, I'm not quite sure what, I don't know if he was Indian or what he was, but I really liked him as a doctor. But then after he left, I got another doctor who was a female, and she was amazing. She was the best female doctor I ever had, ever and since. I've had a female doctor since when I moved to Coffs, and I did not like her. And she was an idiot. It's like she didn't give a sugar about anything. I know because she's, in her thing, she's supposed to be about mental health and all that, but she said, oh, I think I was talking something about my ex, and she said, oh, just forget about that, you know. It's like, it's if, I don't know, she didn't give a damn. What else is happening? So I've got to find a doctor. This doctor is not an Aussie. I don't know if he's Indian, or I don't know, it could be Indian, it could be Pakistani, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to give him a go. People have actually recommended him. So I keep checking when he's got appointments, so I know when to book one. I can't look. I usually check every day, see when his next appointment is. It's even, the week after next will be a good day for me, because that's when I'll need to get my new script. As I said, when I get up in the morning, I chuck on YouTube through my TV and just watch little clips. And I come across one about King Tutankhamen. Was it King Tutankhamen, I think it was. He was a young king. He was 18, 19 when he passed away. And this guy, on this video was going back to his family tree. And in that family tree, it's like a brother and sister married. And because they're going through what was wrong with Toot when he died, different things like his foot and his back and other things that was wrong with him, especially his feet, I think because I reckon it was inbred. Because back in his family tree, he had brother and sister who was married. A girl married her uncle, which does happen in America. That happens in America. And inbreed. But then again, cousins, you hear cousins, there's one family also, I'm not quite sure where they are from. They're inbred, the cousins married cousins, where my auntie married her cousin. My mum's sister had actually married her cousin. Their kids are okay, except for the youngest one did have I think it was intellectual disability. But all the other ones are all right. It's just his younger ones. But who'd want to marry that? I don't know any of my cousins in it. I haven't seen any of my cousins in a long time. And they're only from, and so I've only got cousins on mum's side because brother passed away before he actually had a chance to even get married. He was 21 when he passed away. 20, I think it was, when he wasn't married, had no kids, so Dad actually wasn't ever become an uncle to his own you know, he did become an uncle to Mum's, you know. But there was only one sister, auntie that Mum we used to always connect with was Valerie, and she lived in Grafton. I'm not quite sure if she's still alive, I don't know. But I remember once when I used to do the pastoral, this is going back, coming up 30, must be 30 years. I was maybe a bit less, I don't know. I used to do the pastoral run for Dad on the Gold Coast. And I had to go and see an ear, nose and throat doctor in Southport. And because I was doing the run, I didn't want to go there, I was stinking and smelly and sweaty. So I contacted Valerie to see if it was okay if I go to her place and have a shower and that, bath, whatever, to be fresh. No worries. So, and that's how it was, you know. I know Mum was one of 10, but Valerie, I think because she was close, Dad used to go up and see her. I know after Mum died, my younger sister told me that, well, Mum is still alive. There was one sister still living at home. She's 18 years younger than what I am. Sorry, not 18 years, 18 months. And she looks older. I mean, I seen her, I think it was when I was up there last year. I was up there, I think February, March, 12 months ago, I was up at Kingy. And I didn't realise she was there because I thought, okay, I want to get some cold meat. I was going there and I thought, there she was. I thought, oh my God, she looks old. I mean, she looks old. Grey hair. And I know she had, 2015, she had breast cancer. And I thought maybe the way she is now because of the chemo she would have went through. But it was long ago, but chemo can stay in your body. Correct me if I'm wrong, it can stay in your body for a long time, even though it can still affect you years after you've been through this. I feel if there come the stage where I was diagnosed with cancer, okay, treatment, I would not go through the treatment. I would rather I would not. Especially if there's only a slight chance of it. It depends on the cancer, it depends on the percentage of, I do not want to go through chemo. I do not want to put poison into my body because that's what it is doing. They're putting poison into your body to actually try and heal you. But in the long run, there's still a chance that you could die. My second elder sister, Trish, we didn't know the first time she had cancer. We didn't know what was wrong because we weren't told everything. But she went through chemo and Dad said it was just because, just in case. We didn't think nothing of it, you know. But then the cancer came back and that's when we were told, yes, she had cancer and it came back. And she had, I think it was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And we're pretty sure because in 1975, she had a car accident, very serious car accident where she fractured her pelvis. They actually had to cut her out of the car and take her out through the back of the car to get her out, because that's how mangled it was, because there was a head-on. And we reckon that is what it was, because she had lumps in her groin, and that's where the cancer started from there. And we reckon it was actually from that accident she had back in 1975. So, yeah, as I said, two sisters. Then Helen, she passed away in 2016. I think she was August. I can't remember what date it was in August. And I didn't know she passed. I knew she was ill. I knew she was sick. And someone sent me a message on Facebook, and telling me that someone got cancer, blah. So I rang Mum. It was late, I couldn't see. I rang Mum to see what was going on. She told me and everything. I said, okay. and I didn't know what hospital she was, so I rang around. I rang Moranbah Hospital, I rang Tweedheads Hospital. They said try John Flynn Hospital. So I tried John Flynn, and she was there. And I just missed my brother-in-law. He'd been there, but he left. And I left a message to actually let them know that I can't get up there, that I'm thinking of them and everything. Then after my sister rang me to let me know that Mum had passed away, she said, Celys, why didn't you go to Helen's funeral? I didn't know she died. But then again, if I knew she had died, I couldn't get up there because I wasn't working. I couldn't afford to travel up there anyway. And plus, I didnand like Helen. I did not like her. The last time I spoken to her was long time. I can't remember when was the last time I spoken to her. And it was like, I don't know. It seems like my family all had something. There was, when I was growing up, felt like I was adopted because I felt like I didn't belong. And you know what? I still feel I didn't belong, but that doesn't worry me because I don't need them anymore. I just, I got a text from my sister the other day. She said she's seen something really scary the other day. Would you want to know what it was? She was, I said, yes. And she told me what it was. I won't say who it was, but she's seen this person in Moranbah looking around and, look, Moranbah, as I said last week, we've had floods, and I've been watching videos on YouTube, and it is just devastating about there. But when they show any videos around Moranbah and that, the guy hasn't put, because it's very hard, with all the water lying around, it is very hard to see where it is in Moranbah. Because I was born in Moranbah, although I don't remember, but I was born there. I lived there in the 70s. I lived there for about 18 months while I lived with my grandparents. There was a flood in 1974. I was living there. I lived there for about, maybe 2 years, maybe a bit over 2 years before I moved to Claus. So Moranbah, I do know Moranbah. Moranbah, a nice little town. You know the worst thing about the flood is the offshoot. It's devastating. You look there and you see the devastation of what is happening. It's not just in Moranbah. It's Lismore. Lismore really copped it. I mean, they got this shopping centre at Lismore Squares, and it was devastated. You know, it's up high, the car park and everything, and it was in the shops. This is the worst flood that anyone can remember. And it is, actually, I'm lucky here. I don't think I would have got flooded in Coffs, but here, they were talking about roads and floods, where it was. I thought, please tell me where these photos are. And we were lucky, because they've got a levee bank here for Grafton. The landlord was here the other day. He couldn't get out because he is stuck in mini water, which is, I'm not quite sure how far away, but he's there. He couldn't get out of mini water. And he said, before the levee wall went up, there was water coming around here. If there was no levee wall here in Grafton, there would have been water laying outside here. And it didn't go over, lucky it didn't go over the levee. It was getting close to the high of the levee wall, but it didn't go over, which was really good. Otherwise, the shops, South Grafton copped it. South Grafton, it copped it or went through there. It actually had that, they got a new bridge coming into Grafton. There's 2 bridges, but they have got a new bridge, a wider bridge. And they said that was closed. I thought, why is it closed? it wasn't, the bridge was closed because you couldn't get to it. That is why it was closed, because on either side of the bridge it was flooded. The worst was on the south side, it was flooded. I thought, why don't people say that? The bridge is closed, you would think there's something wrong, the bridge is flooded. But no, the bridge was okay. It just, you couldn't get to the bridge to get over. And it was, I'm still flabbergasted. I'm so lucky that I'm here, that flood didn't come in. We do have water that goes under the house, so that's okay. Yeah, I'm still loving Grafton. I love the feel. The streets are wide. It's like, because where I live, we are the only blocky units in this street. I don't know of many blocky units around here. I know I told you last time long ago I went to the cemetery. It's the dead, what I call the dead centre of town, because where all the dead people are. The cemetery. That's probably about a 10-minute walk. Then this way, just another, there's a house there, and just the next street over is the showground. They actually got flooded because we had a circus here last week, the week before, and it was, I showed it on thing earlier, it was flooded, so they actually had to shut down. They had to leave, because if they could leave. So, and when I went shopping the week for last, I couldn't get my normal bread. I had to go to the bakery. But when I went shop, I hadn't had bread on Thursday. I wasn't up to going Thursday. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I said bad night last night. I don't know what time I got to sleep. Once my tummy tied down, then I set the alarm for 9:30 to get up. Now I thought, no, I changed to 10. And it's just so tired. When I'm tired and everything, I don't like to let Garfield out. Oh yeah, Garfield's always out. I'm sorry, Archie. Archie! Because when I finished filming last week, he went back to his cage and he sat there and he started talking. He doesn't talk. Sometimes he'll come out, he'll fly around, come to me, do whatever he wants. Then he'll go back to his cage and sit there. Then he'll come out again when he feels like it. But I'll let him out later, and I will actually give him this. So if you've got a budgie, a tiny bird, get him one of this, because it's a kids section. It's baby's toy, not a baby. Where are we made? Made in China. Wait a minute, made in China. Addo Playbucks, Madrid. Can you, I don't know if you can read that, but it's probably backwards. But it's got Madrid, Spain on the back of it. But I'll let him out, see how I feel. My tummy is still not 100%. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Oh no, I brought in these true honey sticks as a treat. He doesn't like it. I've tried veggies. No, he won't eat veggies. But I did, when I got some, I went on the line, I'd get $10 off if I actually spend so much. So, oh, great. I got him some more toys and that. I got this thing called crumbles, which is good for them. I did buy him some pellets a while back, but he actually wouldn't touch them. He didn't want them. So that was a waste of money, but that's the way it is. So I got some crumbles. So I just put some in with his seed, and he eats these crumbles, which is good because they're good for them. People said budgies should not eat seed. They should have veggies and everything else. I had a budgie for 10 years, Beej, and all he ate was seed. All he ate was trill seed. They reckon trill birdseed is no good for budgies. I did buy it once because I didn't feel like walking to the pet shop to get it, get the proper stuff. But I didn't like the look of it, really. I didn't like the look of it, just all this big stuff. But he ate it. No, it didn't do him any harm. It's funny because here, walking does not worry me. I mean, I walk, must be at least 20 minutes to the shops. Bit more, because every week, every fortnight, sorry, my pay week, I walk to Hank's cafe, bakery, to get my lamingtons, to get my French pastry, and also to get my, this week I'm going to try for a pineapple tart. As I said, every fortnight I get 6 lamingtons, I freeze them, and they last me for 2 weeks. I had one the other day. Because the day I get them, I actually have the French pastry for lunch. That's my lunch. And I always get, when I do that, I go to Woolies and I get a solo, sugar-free solo. And because they've only got, in the 600 mils, they only got 10 calories. But just that cold, because of my tummy, I'm wanting something fizzy. They had solo, but they didn't have the sugar-free. That's what I don't like Coles. I'm not a fan of Coles. But I will go back on Monday, Tuesday, hopefully probably Tuesday, I'll go shopping. And I will nick in the Coles and get some, I get some more of the drinks I like, because I've got some flybys so I can use those. Once I am down in my payments each fortnight, because I got a loan. It's not actually a loan from Centrelink, it's actually an advance payment to help me when I moved. So I'm paying off so much of that each fortnight. So that finishes in July. It doesn't, when I got on my, I got to do my spreadsheet. When it comes to spreadsheet, I put everything, I've got my budget, I have got my payments from Centrelink. I've got it all in every payment, what I get. Well, I get in the phone, I get phone allowance from Centrelink each, I'm not quite sure, every 6 payments I get an extra for phone allowance. I get some to, I get cheaper power. I get some pharmacy. Towards pharmacy, it doesn't help much, it's a little bit. I get rent assistance. It's all from the 29th of, I get paid on, let me see. Okay, now I work out what date it is. The 12th. Because Tuesday will be the 15th, the 14th, the 13th, today's the 12th. Now, today is the 12th. So, which means it's either my brother's birthday or an old neighbour's birthday. Because they were one day apart, the 12th and the 11th and 12th of March was my one day was my brother's, and the other day was this, I cannot remember. I remember everybody else's birthday. There's one sister, I don't remember when her birthday is. I don't remember how old she is. The ages are gone cuckoo. But I think everybody, just except for these two, is I'm confused as what I know. My second eldest sister, she was born in February. She got married in February. Her eldest boy was born in February. I was thinking the other week, I thought he was born in 75. So I was 15. No, I was 17 when he was born. Let's see how old he is. 80. So I should go. This is getting along. Tammy, what time are we? It's 1:15. I might wait a bit. I don't have lunch at set time because I didn't get up till about 10 o'clock. So it's only been 3 hours since that, so I'll wait a bit before I have lunch. And yeah, so you know, this is Aggie. As you know, I'm getting the Jackie baby, but Stephanie also did a part of that. I was told because Jackie didn't have time. But this is amazing baby. You know, Margaret is such an amazing baby maker. And I've done this in the past and I'm going to do it again. We are so lucky to actually be able to purchase these amazing work of art, because that is what they are. And it's not just the artist, but it's also the people who actually create the sculpt themselves and how they do it. And it's not just the artist and the sculptor, it's also those who actually supply everything needed to create the kit, to paint the kit, like the hair, the utensils they need to root the hair, the paint, the stuffing they use, the glass beads, everything that goes into creating this work of art. It is amazing. And if anyone out there who happens to be an artist or a sculptor, I just want to thank you so much for allowing us to actually have these. And a big thank you to, I know that Margaret watches my videos, but Margaret, you know that you are my go-to baby maker. But I don't see myself actually getting more babies. But you know, I've got to, as I said, I've got to fix up my baby room. I was actually on Facebook and there's this beautiful bassinet, and I've been thinking, I thought at the moment I don't want to dig into my the bond I got back. I've saved it, see if it's there later on. I don't want to get a cot because I want to go, because I've got this bigger room, and I'm pretty sure it's the same size as my lounge room, dining room, kitchen in my old place, or it might be bigger. I have no idea. But this, of course, as I said, there's 4 units. 2 units go across that way. Like I've got a door over there and there's a front door out there, which no one uses it. Actually, someone did use it. 2 people. The NBN guy come, he was knocking, and he was out there. So, okay. But when I said, no one uses this door. They always use the side door. And then when I got my cupboard, I purchased which I was going to use as my linen cupboard, but I'm not quite sure now. It was left because I knew it was coming. I got an email saying it arrived. Because the first thing I did was look out there, because that's where everything comes to. It was out here, so it was heavy. It was darn bloody heavy, and it took me a while to get into doing it. And the instructions said you need 2 people to do it. You need a screwdriver, you need a hammer, and you need 2 people. That did not faze me at all. I've done it. The cot I had before in Coffs Harbour, it had the same thing. You needed 2 people. I did it. I bet you some people, when I left feedback for it, I said the instructions say it needs 2 people. Duh, I did it myself. I didn't say how old I was and I was a female. To let people know, anybody can do it, you put your mind to it. I know when I lived in Coffs Harbour, my neighbour who was, I once called that because she's not that, I'm a bitch. If you remember what I said, B-I-T-C-H stand for, it's a good thing. So if everyone calls you a bitch, thank you. So she ordered a lounge online. You're right. She wanted an outside lounge. And I said, oh, you get more cardboard boxes. She said, no. I said, usually it all come in boxes. You have to put together. No, I don't think it will. It'll come all put together. Duh. Of course it come. She had to put it together. And she couldn't. And she couldn't put this lounge together. I thought, duh. She's a blonde. When I was chatting to someone through Messenger on Facebook, I was telling them about this. I said, guess what colour hair she's got? She said, red. I said, no. And she blonde? I said, yeah. It's like she's probably not used to doing things. She's from the big smoke. She's from Sydney area, something like that. She's used to getting things delivered already put together. And I actually later on, I said, You couldn't even put your lounge together. Then she had talks and things. He said, oh, my backyard. I said, what backyard? It's bloody cement. Black cement at that. Yeah, look, see, Aggie's laughing too. She was a blonde. A good blonde joke. Why did the blonde get sacked from the M&M factory? Come on, why did the blonde get sacked from the M&M factory? Wait a while, see if you can guess. Da, 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 da. Because from throwing out all the W's, she was looking. Did you pick that? There's a lot of blonde jokes out there. Oh, what's another? Oh, there's a lot of. Oh no. I can't. That's the only one I can think of. Blonde joke throwing out all the W's. No wonder she got sacked throwing out all their profits. And it's starting to get warm now. This actually, I wasn't really going to. I didn't feel like I was going to do it. Maybe I will do it tomorrow. See how they went. But I'm glad I got in and I did it because, as in the past, I am feeling really good. Talking does help, even just about things that is happening. And I think now I've gotten ahead of doing my Saturday chats. It's like I don't want to not do it because it gives me things that are happening to know what's going on. I know other Reborn channels do things with Reborns, but as they all say, it's their channel. We all have our own channel. We all do what we want to do with our channel. And because, as you know, I've got, when I was having that layaway thing, time off, hiatus, I actually had another channel. Although it's what I used to go into do other things, watch other videos and that. And I still watch those, but I only do it on that. This channel is when I watch Reborns. As I said, I started getting into last night with Little Wattle Nursery. And if you go into her channel and actually go into her about, she actually describes about the wattle. Now, wattle is actually an Australian tree here in Australia. Of course, Australian tree. It's yellow. It comes out in the spring, although it comes out a lot earlier. I can remember going to school and seeing the wattle out at a high school at Tweed Heads. I will live at Kingscliff. I used to go to Tweed Heads Catholic School, the St. Joey's in Tweed Heads, and we used to have to stop into the Tweed River High School to let people off. We were going to that high school, and that was a school bus. I can't remember if it was a school bus or the workers' bus. I can't remember. And we used to go of an afternoon and pick kids up who were going up from the high school to Kingy and on the way. And there was always these wattle trees. And they are an Aussie tree. They are so beautiful. Archie sits inside his feed container. I don't have a normal feed container where they just go in this little half circle thing. I have a one that does not create mess. So he's got to go into it to actually get his feed. So he gets in there and he sits there and he starts talking. And it's got this different sound. And that's what he's doing now. Mummy might let you out and show you a new toy. Yeah. What are you, he's looking. He's seen me. You heard me? Archie. Archie. I know I'm on the Facebook group of budgies, and you see a lot of budgies who get sick. And I've had budgies in the past, as you know. I actually might add put a photo at the end of the budgies I've had. I've only got a photo of, I think I made a couple of it, Beach and QT. And Beach cost me nothing because I got him for my sister when she was selling them off and they were selling the house they're living in. QT, Beach was BG because of his colour, blue and grey. QT, I saved her from a magpie, and she was cute, so I called it Cutie. And you're just sitting there. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Beej used to talk. Remember one day when I was living in, wasn't Blue Jay? Was it? No, we were living in Blue Jay Circuit, Kingsford, me and another sister. And I was in the kitchen, which wasn't very far away from, was just next to the laundry. I was doing something, all of a sudden I heard someone say, "I'm a good boy." I thought, what? I don't know how, he only said it once, because not long after that, where was I? I'd coming home from my volunteering, and I remember I actually had a sore foot because I sprained it, and I was hobbling home. And I seen this white thing in the sky, and I seen this black thing go over it. I thought, oh my God, and the white thing landed in a bush. And the white thing was a budgie. The black thing was a magpie, was chasing this budgie. And I shooed the magpie away. Then the budgie got up, he flew onto a house, the door, on the screen door. So I went over and I caught him. Can that be her, I think? And I caught him and I was holding him and he wasn't biting. I think maybe he got saved, I don't know. And I don't know where. Budgies can fly for miles. You don't know where they fly. I don't know how long this magpie was chasing her. So I took him home. Lucky I had another cage because I didn't want to put him in another cage with Beej because I don't know how they're going to react to each other. So I had another cage. I put it on a chair beside Beej till they got used to each other. Then I put them in and, you know, they were good. They both came to Coffs Harbour with me. Beej died in 2000 and QT was very lonely. I could see she was feeling down, I knew. So I had to go and get another budgie. But then, I think not long after that I moved again, but the second one I got, she died, so I just had QT. Eventually QT died and I didn't get any more budgies after that. But they lived on Trill. They had never been to a vet. I think Beej died in my hand. I can remember. And he had this lump. I think he was sick. And taken just a budgie. You know, these people on this group, they actually take budgies. They take them for a yearly checkup and it costs. They say if you cannot afford a vet bill for a bird pet, don't get one. But I never spent any money on my budget I had in the past at the vets. You know, never. I know QT, I think I woke up one morning and she was on the bottom of the cage. There was no blood. I don't know if actually, because I had Tigger then, I don't know if Tigger had got to her. I don't know. But she was on the bottom of the cage. And my budgies in the past have never been sick. They've just been fed by feed, although gave him some crumble and he's eaten that. So, yeah, you know, people, there's good people, they've got budgies who are sick, there's something wrong with them, and it is amazing. And some of them actually have budgies who actually get out, escape from their cage and get out, and they actually go looking for them, and there are times when the budgies do come back. Of course, they know the name. Archie Bonacci. He's not looking now. Oh, excuse me. So I think I might go. Me and Aggie might go. Oh, she's adorable. Look at that look. I've really got to get my baby room fixed up somehow. Look at her. Isn't she a cutie? Look at her. See? Do we look alike? Look at those dimples. Oh, and I went up to the kit. I thought I wasn't quite sure if I liked the kit, you know, but looking at the dimples and the mouth, and it's like she's having a good old dream. It's so sweet and she's adorable. So everybody, if you got to the end, thank you very much. And I appreciate you watching my videos. I'm slowly getting into watching them. And I usually get on, if I don't, sometimes I'll comment, if I'm in bed at night watching it, I actually comment, but sometimes I just go through my TV and I will actually watch it through my TV, and of course you can't comment when you watch it through your TV. So yeah, because YouTube has got a lot of stuff on there. Actually, up at the moment, what do we got? Why the post-war kitchen was so deadly. Raising kids on junk food. Full documentary. Fast food baby. Do you have an unrelated identical twin? I have seen that one. It is people that look so alike they could be twins, yet they do a DNA test and there's no way are they related. But if you go back far enough, we are all related. We are all related. No matter what people think, we are all related. We go back, people think we go back to Adam and Eve. No, we don't go back to Adam and Eve. Remember the big flood. Remember Noah and his sons and their wives. And because they had no one else, because the earth was flooded, they had no one else to populate the earth with, so they would have had cousins, married cousins and whatever. So in my theory, this is my theory, that's where all these diseases come from. Diseases and disabilities that people are born with. I feel that this is where this could come from. It could skip a few generations, and some are lucky you got it, and some it just, you don't know. So who else has actually ever thought of this, that all these diseases come through, we're all related, so we're all cousins, second cousin, third cousin, fourth cousin, fifth cousin, brothers, sisters, whatever. We are all related, even though DNA does not prove it. Because it's too far back that we're related, that DNA did not pick up on it. My theory. Like with dementia and different things, and you got spina bifida, you got cystic fibrosis, you got other diseases, that even you got genetic diseases. You got disease where it's not in the family and this person's got it, and it's people have rare blood, but and it could be some come back from way back then. My theory is that we're all related, and that's how all these diseases go about. Diseases, disabilities, whatever. So I think I should go. There's another bit over an hour. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So bye-bye from Celys. Bye-bye from Maggie. Bye-bye from Archie. Bye-bye from Teddles. And we will see you again next week. Same Celys channel, same, probably different time, but I'll be there. Bye.